it's not safe outside for everybody. And now we got white people all over the internet warning our people, listen, we not right. All of us ain't right. And I'm going to ask y'all something. What do y'all think happened to all the hoodies from back in the day? With the 3Ks, y'all know the cone hoodies? What do y'all think happened to those hoodies? What do y'all think happened to the offspring of those people? Understand what Mississippi holds. It holds a lot of history with black hatred. So I don't understand why these parents are not letting the children know their history. It is what it is. God tells us don't mess with these people. He didn't make them like us. He's telling us that. Let's get into it, y'all, because we got some clips from Nolan Xavier Wells' grandfather. He came out and said something suspicious with the outcome. The outcome isn't right. Did y'all know that, listen, them people are related out there. They know each other. This is how this goes. They not going to sit up there and expose one another for doing these type of heinous crimes. They're going to protect one another. But check these clips out. I need y'all to subscribe. I need y'all to hit the hype. I need y'all to like, share, comment, do whatever you got to do to get this information out to our people. Let's get it, y'all.
The way this country talks about black victims versus white victims is disgusting. Nolan Wells' body was found yesterday off the coast of Mississippi. If you didn't know, he was presumed missing and dead on July 4th. It is America's 250th birthday, and we're still dealing with this bullshit. He was celebrating with his friends for the 4th of July, and there's now circulating video that is going very viral of what looks to be him and his friends that he went with on the beach, and there's an argument. There's yelling happening. In the video, he looks to be very calmly standing still looking at his buddies. And somehow, the conversation is about his behavior. Why wasn't he on the boat?
Yep.
Was he drinking? Was he going from one boat to another? Now, I'm going to give you a scenario. It's kind of morbid, so stick with me and trigger warning. If I show up dead, washed on a beach, my community of people where I was born are not going to go, well, how was Jake acting? Did he stay where he was supposed to? Did he start an argument with people? No. It's going to go, what the fuck? We have someone that would kill people out here? Jake, I love that guy. He plays for the football team. I'm just putting myself in Nolan's shoes. Nolan plays for the team. He's friends with those people. And the conversation is about his behavior, just so frustrating. Like, racism is still alive and well, just in the dialogue. Just in the dialogue. As simple as that. I just want this country to do better. And I see a future where we just stop with this bullshit and start going like, man, this kid was killed. Like, he's on the 4th of July, he is celebrating with everyone. And he can't even do that. We can do better. We gotta do better. Oh, and apparently one of the friends' moms is a local judge. And if you think that will work in Nolan's favor, you clearly don't know anything about the history of young black men in this country. This isn't gonna go anywhere. We have to speak up about it.
No, one of the friends' mother being a judge is not gonna work in Xavier's favor, in Nolan's favor. And why the hell is he always in the middle of each picture he takes with these white boys? Why is it? Are they saying something? Let me know. Are they saying something about somebody being in the middle? So in this clip, we got Nolan's grandfather speaking out. Also, the family had got the rights leader, Benjamin Crump, on the case. But I'm telling you, y'all, they got it sold up down there in Mississippi. There's so many history, all these people, even the investigators. And these people are related. They are all joined together. And then understand, we are in the country where the leaders are doing this to other countries. So what is the body going to do if the head is doing this to other countries? It's just going to follow suit. And all these people come from the same lineage. So, I mean, and they knock the fight out of us by always pushing these lifestyles to us. The Don Julio, turn up culture. This is how they get the fight up out of us. We ain't nobody trying to stand up no more. Stay house, play video games. Don't ignore everything that happened to you. I'm telling y'all, man, it's getting dangerous, y'all.
There's no fucking way he went swimming by himself, that he left the group and everybody that could possibly see or hear him
And
and
say he went
decided to
swimming.
go for a swim.
It appears that not everyone in Nolan Wells' family is trusting local authorities to reveal exactly what happened to the black teen, whose body was found on July 6th after going missing on July 4th when he and friends traveled to a remote island in
See,
Mississippi.
the grandfather still got
Now,
that
as
fight in
reported
him.
here, Wells would travel with friends by boat to Horn Island, an island about 10 miles off the shore of mainland Mississippi, where his friends he went with would return, but he wouldn't. According to report, those same friends are suggesting that Wells would end up deciding to stay on the island and did not ride back with them. Now, as mentioned, Wells' body would end up being found on Monday around 8:45 a.m., but this appears to have raised a lot of questions for Wells' grandfather, in particular, Christopher Wells, who would take to Facebook
going
to call
for it.
out the current investigation. On Monday night, on his Facebook page, he would write, "Too many unanswered questions. How can an island that was searched yesterday produce my grandson's body this morning? There's nothing right about this. Nolan Xavier Wells deserved the same things that people he knew and associated with all enjoy in life." Now, as mentioned by Wells, a search and rescue would...
And why did the judge tell all the kids to deactivate your accounts? I'm telling y'all, they are in cahoots with each other. This make no sense, bro.
be conducted on July 5th, the following day after Wells would go missing on the island. Low outlet WLOX, who has been consistently covering the case, would confirm this in a story shared that day. The Jackson County Sheriff's Department is currently searching Horn Island with assistance from the Department of Marine Resources, the Gulf Island National Seashore, and the U.S. Coast Guard. So for some, including Wells' grandfather, how was his body found Monday when they had already searched the island on Sunday? For those who don't know, Horn Island is about 10 to 12 miles long and less than a mile wide, making up a little over 3,000 acres. Now, for those who currently don't think any foul play with the search is currently taking place, Nolan being found on Monday makes total sense if he ended up drowning and was later swept on shore. Now, a huge conversation that many can't ignore is the racial undertone attached to the story.
Yeah, he always in the
Given that
middle.
Wells appeared to be the only black person in his friend group that went to the island, as well as the many injustices black people have seen in America's history, especially in places like Mississippi, where back in 1959, a black man by the name of Mac Charles Parker would...
Bruh, he remind me of Rich Homie Quan. He got eyes just like Rich Homie Quan, bruh.
The mob would beat and then shoot Parker at a bridge before wrapping him in chains and tossing him over the bridge into the Pearl River. Civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump. Crump, who is known for his involvement with high-profile cases that are aligned with injustices, would announce he and his team are now joining the case to represent the family. He would go on to say in a statement, "We've been retained by the family of Nolan Wells, a beloved son, teammate, and friend, who went out to celebrate the 4th of July and never came home. The wide receiver at Southwest Mississippi Community College was preparing to return for the upcoming football season and would have turned 19 next month. His family deserves answers. They deserve the truth. We will not rest until every fact about what happened to Nolan on Horn Island is brought into the light, and we call on investigators to pursue this case with the urgency and transparency this family deserves." Nolan's mother has continued to remain quiet along with Nolan's father outside of sharing a GoFundMe page in tributes to their son. According to Good Morning America, investigators are already
Man, I can't tell nobody how to grieve or nothing like that, but as a people, the last thing we got is our voice. That's the last thing we got, is to speak out. That's something that we always had, and that was our power. So if you don't take control of the narrative and speak out, now I'm not telling his parents how to grieve, but you're going to leave it up to these wicked people to shift the narrative and turn it around and say that he was out there by himself.